There is nothing more exciting than starting your own business. Whether it's a small or local business or getting started in an MLM, it's great to create a real asset for yourself. But with all the positives, there are also inherent problems. Competing with big names and companies, having small budgets and commissions, and being promised the American dream and being given the American nightmare. Let's not just stand there, let's fight back. Your host, Lamar Habern, has learned from and partnered with some of the best marketers today to come up with solutions to the problems that burden you. Let's talk about how to knock down the obstacles and gain real financial and time freedom. It's time to rise up and change everything right here on Dauntless Marketing Radio.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? So glad to be with you today. Wherever you are, however you consume your content, I'm so glad that you found yourself right here on episode 3 of Dauntless Marketing Radio. I am your host, Lamar Habern of Dauntless Marketing Radio and Habern Consulting and Dauntless Marketing Systems. And I'm first and foremost, I wanted to share my screen really quick and go over here and talk about a little bit how the podcast has grown. I think the last podcast in episode 2, I talked about using Anchor to distribute the podcast to a lot of different places where people usually subscribe for their content. And since episode 2 and episode 3, we've added Apple Podcasts to the list. So now there's 8 different places that you can find the Dauntless Marketing Radio podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, Anchor, Radio Public, Pocket Cast, and Breaker. I'm so glad and happy that Anchor is doing all the things that it does to distribute the podcast so that you can find it just about anywhere that you find all the rest of your podcast content. So thank you to Anchor again, and I'm so glad that the podcast is getting the support right from the getting that it's been getting. So I'm so grateful and thankful for that. So if I stop sharing right now, I wanted to go right in to the content for episode 3, and I'll share my screen again. And here we go. So if I can bring up the content that I have for you guys. So, what I wanted to do is talk about a 3-part series that I've came together, that I put together for you guys called Secrets Revealed. The concentration of this first part of the 3-part series is going into lead generation, and it's focusing mainly in the place that I learned about business concepts first, and that's network marketing. The first really exposure that I had to building a business and running a business was through network marketing. Before that, I've always had a job. I've always worked for a company, worked for a boss. And, it's like, in my education, I have 3 degrees. I have a lot of education beyond high school. I have 2 bachelor degrees and I have a master's degree in psychology. And really, nobody ever taught the basics of financial education. Nobody ever taught the basics of running a business. And I really started to cut my teeth in that area through network marketing. And, there's some great things about network marketing. If we can just go ahead and get started. Robert Kiyosaki talked about network marketing being the business of the 21st century. And he said, in network marketing, The point is to sell, is not to sell, but to build an army or a tribe of people who all represent the same product or service with other people. Um, so you're really, it's not necessarily to sell, but to bring together a bunch of like-minded people together to all back a product or service. And this was a CD that I listened to many times over. I read the book as well as many of Robert Kiyosaki's other books. He's a person that I respect a lot, and you know, that is like my introduction to business was through network marketing. And there's a lot of things that I love about network marketing because it gives the little guy a real shot. It allows you to start a business with a little bit of money, could be less than $500, sometimes less than $100. You can start a business that has little to no overhead and no employees. You're really working for yourself, and you can make your own decisions. It's really a phenomenal opportunity if you take the bull by the horns and go with it. But there's also challenges. There's also things that could be an issue if you don't do network marketing the right way, right? And the biggest question that I always had when I was in network marketing is, where do I get my leads? Where do I find people to sell the product and service to? And where do I find people to come onto my team to be a business partner with and grow that tribe, grow that section of like-minded people to get behind the product and service? What I found was what a lot of people found. The warm market that you have dries up. Your friends and family, they start ignoring you. It's like your upline always tells you to, talk to your friends and family first. Pull out your cell phone, and you have 1,000 contacts in there. This is 1,000 people that that you can market your product and service to. But eventually those people start to get tired of you pushing a product and a service that they're not asking for. Then they also tell you to go to networking events, and if you don't have enough clout, if you don't have the branding behind you, those people ignore you too. And then you start doing the crazy stuff like going to the malls, going to gas stations, going to grocery stores, searching for people to find and be able to market your product to, or to be able to bring on as a business partner. And it's like I did all of those things. I remember when I was younger, I bought a big old stack of flyers, and these are high quality flyers. You pick them up and it's like, man, this is good. This isn't like real. This isn't like the paper you find in the office. This is high quality stuff. And I spent a lot of money to do that and put together 1,000 copies of this flyer. And I went to Comerica Park, which is where the Detroit Tigers play baseball. And I waited for the game to be over, and I handed out every single one of those flyers, 1,000. Took me about an hour, and I can remember it was raining a little bit. And, it was like one of those things where I really thought things were going to happen because I put in the time and the effort and the hustle. And what ended up happening was, I handed out 1,980 of them were in the garbage or on the ground. All of my hard work and money that I put in was pretty much wasted. But the thing was, wasn't really taught a better way to do it, a better way to find leads. So, I had to ask myself the question, what are top network marketers doing? I can tell you what they're not doing. They're not doing home meetings. They're not doing hotel meetings. They're not doing phone meetings. They're not doing any of that stuff that, they may be telling us to do. You know, they're not standing outside of Comerica Park and handed out 1,000 flyers. I'll tell you that. And I started to ask myself, you know, why are they asking me to do these things if they're not doing it themselves? And the fact of the matter is, I had to realize that I was their lead generation system. It was a hard thing to come to grips with, but it was so true. When you go into a network marketing company, you know, the first thing that they tell you to do is take out your phone, go through your contacts, and call all your friends and family. And what ends up happening is you become their lead generation system. And, you know, it works. You know, the thing is that it does work. You know, if I was starting in a network marketing company today, that's the thing that I would do. I would start out with going through my contacts. But the thing is like I wouldn't pitch to everyone. They ask you to pitch to everyone like everyone is the same. And the fact is they're not. You know, the people that you're asked to contact, they're not asking for your product. You're not asking for your service. And you know, it's like they never talk to you about the cost of going through your contacts and talking to everybody like they're the same, and pitching your product and service to your friends and family. There is a cost that comes to that. You know, it's great for them, and it could potentially be great for you because it exposes you to a big pool of people that could potentially be a customer, potentially be a business partner. But there's a cost to doing this strategy. I call it the friends and family strategy. You know, going to your friends and family first and hitting them up over and over and over again. So the cost of the friends and family plan, one, potentially ruining relationships. You know, it's like you do not want to be the guy in the family reunion who's known as, oh, he's the network marketing guy. Oh, he's this guy, that guy. He's the guy selling laundry soap. He's the guy selling, you know, whatever, you know, whatever you may be selling as a product or a service. Um, they're not asking for your product or service. Now, you can keep your ear to the ground. You can constantly talk to the people and find out what their needs are, what their pains are, what their problems are. And you can be the person that offers a solution. But you don't want to just talk to everybody with a solution who may not have the problem that you're looking for, you know? Um, and here's the thing, your upline also has access to this huge pool of contacts, and it's no skin off their nose if there's ruined relationships. You know, it's like, you know, it doesn't really matter if you're the pariah of the family reunion. All they're looking for is to have access to another big pool of people that maybe a few of them will buy and a few of them will be a business partner, and their business grows without them having to endure the cost of what it would take for you to engage with your friends and family. Um, so what are successful network marketers actually doing? And, you know, surprisingly and shockingly, what do? They have websites, they have free courses, paid courses, they have publications through podcasts like I'm doing here, through blogs, through videos that they may be doing on YouTube or Facebook. They get themselves out there, they brand themselves, they make themselves a real asset in the online space. They don't tell you to do that, at least not in the beginning, and maybe not till you get a certain level of success. But the fact of the matter is that they're doing it, and anybody else can do it too. You know, if you put the work in. Um, so what's the solution for you? And to me, it comes to two things that go together simultaneously: branding and attraction. Branding and attraction really is the key to making yourself an attractive individual so that you're not going out chasing people. They're actually coming to you for your product and service. You're the go-to guy, and you set yourself up as such. And you do it right from the start. You do it right from day one, and you end up turning yourself into the attractive commodity where prospects and customers are coming to you. And in doing so, you flip the script really. You're not going out to them, they're actually coming to you. And that's really where you want to be. You're dealing with a smaller pool of people, but the quality of that pool of people is significantly higher than doing the friends and family pan and just going out to everybody you see. If you're within 3 feet, oh, I'm talking to them about the business. That may not be necessarily what you want to do to find quality. Quantity does not equal quantity does not equal quality. So how do you do it? You do it the same way that the big guys in network marketing do it. Websites or funnels, free courses, paid courses, and publications. And you can do all of those things. It's not very difficult to make that happen. And really the real secret is creating content to put in front of your company product, put in front of the opportunity. If you set yourself up as the person that gives them value, the people that are actually looking for it, then they'll come back to you when it's time to make a sale. They'll come back to you when they're looking for an opportunity to expand and find a business partner to work with. It puts you in a situation where you are the expert and they know, like, and they trust you. All right. And when you are that person, when you're the person that they know, like, and trust, they'll come back to you for more content. They'll come back to you when you have offers, and they'll buy. And when you have offers to tell people to come work with you as a business partner, they'll know, and again, they know, like, and trust you, they will do so. And it's really a key concept that nobody taught me right from the jump, and I had to learn it through a lot of growing pains. So what I wanted to do is, being the person, right, that offers content, I wanted to give you guys a unadvertised offer where I'm giving you free access to an e-learning school that I developed that really talks about the 3 pillars of online marketing: search advertising, lead generation, and funnel building. If you have those 3 pillars in place, you can dominate the online space in no matter what you're doing, whether it's affiliate marketing, network marketing, being in an MLM, having a smaller local business. You can dominate your area if you're doing any type of online marketing, if you understand those 3 courses, those 3 concepts, and I'm giving it away to you for free, or access to it. It's called the Dauntless School of Marketing, and I put the website right here. And for people that are listening on the podcast, it's called the Dauntless School of Marketing.thinkific.com. Okay, again, Dauntless, DAUNTLESS hyphen school, SCHOOL hyphen of OF hyphen marketing, MARKETING dot thinkific, THINKIFIC.com. This is a $997 value that I'm giving to you guys, the people that are consuming this podcast, for free, because I really don't want people to be in the same position that I was, struggling for years trying to figure out the secret sauce, trying to figure out what really goes behind being successful, either in network marketing or in this online space. I'm giving you guys this content so you can take it and be successful, and hopefully share it with other people, talk to people about it, maybe even create your own courses, either free or paid courses, which I intend to continue to do, because I really want this content out there so everybody can be successful. Everybody can find a way to beat the pandemic, not only, physically, which the doctors and everybody are working on, but beat the pandemic financially as well. So that's really it for me. I want to thank you guys for being here on this podcast. I'm so grateful and thankful to be here and to be the person that is giving you guys the content that can help you do the things that I know that you're able to do. And that's all for now. This is Lamar Habern signing off and telling you guys to rise up and change everything. Have a great day and subscribe to the podcast.
Thank you for joining us. Don't miss an episode. Subscribe to Dauntless Marketing Radio on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify. Also, subscribe to the Dauntless Marketing Systems YouTube channel and the Dauntless Marketing Systems Facebook fan page.